Okay, hi everybody, here we go. We're going to do a quick shrimp marinara with pastanese, and I got everything lined up. We got some Italian peeled tomatoes, a small can, just a dozen large peeled shrimp cleaned, and some garlic. We're going to put the oil in the pan now, and that's it. Here we go. A little bit of olive oil. Put that garlic in. Let's roll this quick dinner tonight because I'm not in the mood to be cooking too much, nothing difficult. Saute some garlic, boil in some water, with the tomatoes. A little bit of water. We're going to get some water. Alrighty. A little bit hotter than I thought. That's okay. Just means it'll cook faster. Now, these are whole peeled tomatoes in a small can, so we're going to have to press them down. Smush them a bit. Ooh. And they're nice and sweet. This 4 brand. Goes perfect with the shrimp. It's not going to like these. Sometimes I do this with the peeled cherry tomatoes. Pomodorini by any brand. Pomodorini is the tiny grape tomatoes. They're wonderful. I do with either or. Actually, you know, all the tomatoes are good. I have never had a problem doing this with at least a variety of 3 different tomatoes. Depends what you have. Very flexible, which is nice. You don't have to go crazy. Nothing's written in stone. Okay. That smells good. I let this simmer about 20 minutes before I put the shrimp in. Or put the shrimp in and simmer them. Depends how you feel. Like I said, it's forgiving. Doesn't matter. I think sometimes people make too much out of a recipe. There are some that need restricted measurements and watching over and the right tomato. This is not one of them. You could actually do this with a prepared jar of tomatoes if you wanted. We used to call it, well, not we, my mom used to call it doctoring up. She would doctor up ragu. And what that means is you can take that jar of ragu, do exactly what I did, put some olive oil and garlic in a pan, and then treat it like as if they were fresh tomatoes in the jar, and just pour it in, and then you could do what you want. You could leave with just garlic and oil if you're going to do this, and add shrimp. If you were going to do bolognese, stocked it up, you would add chopped meat and wine and oregano and all the spices. That's what makes the difference. My mom was like a magician with ragu. She could take a jar of ragu and fool you. You never knew that it wasn't something she spent an hour doing. And that's the truth. I'm not that good. I'm not that good. It's already smelling wonderful. I'm going to get a little bit of, I'm going to put a little red wine in this. Just a little splash. Okay. And as always, to cut the acid, I put a little bit of sugar. Like a half a teaspoon. You won't even notice it, but it cuts that very tart. I don't like when tomatoes taste tart to the point of feeling raw, tomatoey flavor. I got my water boiling. I got my pastanese here. Velvety. Love these. Wonderful. I like these. I've never tried them with my marinara, spaghetti marinara. I normally use thin spaghetti or linguini. I'm doing something different tonight, and I'm hoping it's going to be good because I absolutely love these noodles. They're wonderful. They're so delicate, and I like that they cook in like 3 minutes. It's like snap and they're done. These are frozen shrimp from Whole Foods in a bag, large, and it's just a dozen of those. I just peeled them. And I'm going to put a little olive oil in this, a little drizzle, to enrich the flavor and the robustness of the sauce. I like that. It hugs the shrimp in a silky way that I like the feel and the bite. And on my palate, it's really good. Smelling good, smelling good. Put a little salt. A little bit of cracked pepper. Dash of, let me get some oregano. You know what I'm going to do? Instead of oregano, I'm going to do a little bit of Mediterranean season. A little pinch from your finger, just a pinch. And that smells good. That enriches the soup, the sauce. It really makes it come up a bit. You know, these are all the little tricks that my mom used to teach me. How to enrich a simple canned sauce or a jar sauce without much on hand. A little bit of garlic, oil, and spices. You could really elevate it to where it doesn't taste as bland and as simple as the jar came in. She was a master at that. Like I said, I'm not that good. Okay, I think we're ready to put the shrimp in. And they're going to cook for a few seconds. And then, once these are nice and cooked, I'm going to take it off the heat, and then I'm going to cook the nests in the water and serve this up. Now, how long was that? I don't know. I'm sorry, the loud noise of the fan. If it is, maybe 5 minutes so far into this. And I'm hungry tonight, and I really don't want to spend too much time in the kitchen. I was cooking a few recipes this morning, trying to do my YouTube, which I'm having a blast with. Loving it. It's so much fun. So much fun. Now I get why everybody's on to the YouTube cooking channels and their own. It's like having your own little TV show. It's so crazy, but fun. I love it. And with today's technology, my goodness, I'm doing this with a $30 tripod and a cell phone, which I'd have anyway. That's crazy. So it's boiling now. Let's see if I can get you a little closer in. Shrimp cook so fast, and they always say, you know, remove them quick from the heat. I've made a few mistakes in my day where I've overcooked them, and I don't notice this crazy rubbiness everybody's saying. Oh, I try not to panic. You know what? And I don't like when I listen to a few other recipes and I cook them in the 2 to 3 minutes everybody says that they'll take. I've bitten into a few and have that translucent center, and I'm like, I don't want an undercooked any fish, shrimp or otherwise. I like that firm bite. So if that's what they call overcooked, then I don't know, call me crazy. You decide. It's up to you. You want to pull them out of this sauce at 2 minutes? Sauce will be finished. It's up to you. See, they're starting to turn white now. Getting all firm. I like when they turn into a little donut. That's when they're ready for me. so good. Really, really good. Okay, while that's cooking, I'm going to put the nest in. And the other one. They're going to cook in there. Beautiful. And these are just nice frozen shrimps from Whole Foods in a big bag. You keep in your freezer all the time. I love the convenience of it because I can have shrimp marinara in a snap. And that's a big deal for me. So I love that I can buy a bag of frozen shrimp, keep them in the freezer, and then just pull this out and then do a 20-minute shrimp marinara. I don't think I'm even at this stove 10 minutes now. Let's get these. These nests cook pretty quick because they're like, I think the pasta nests are even thinner than angel hair pasta. That's the beauty in them. Let me get a fork. And see, move these around. I love these. I use these a lot in many recipes. Pasta nests. Awesome. And you'll see. Cooking. Got to separate them and maneuver them a bit because they are a nest. Got to kind of play with them and get them loose and ready for this beautiful shrimp. See? And as you separate them, they cook way faster. You can't leave them in their hole and just, you know, let them boil away. You have to do this. You have to play with them. So this is the time where playing with your food is okay. Woo. And boil a bit and I'll come back to them. Shrimp's looking good over here. Okay, I'm going to turn off the heat. I'm going to turn that off. Oh, my fork and the stainless steel is making such sound. Okay. Oh, so good. I haven't liked that Flora brand. It's very good. It's a little bit sweeter. I like that. More of a Sicilian sauce, which is sweeter. I happen to like that. Okay. That can sit there. Now you see, these are going crazy boiling. So now they're up to a rapid boil and they're insanely try. When you do this for a few seconds, they're actually coming together like ready now, but I'm doing this to separate them. Separate them nicely so they're not clumps. But as pasta nests go, I believe they're al dente right now. Okay, let me get some bowls now. And so yeah.
Restaurants are facing a crisis, and they're counting on your takeout and delivery orders to make it through. Grab up. Together, we can help save the restaurants we love.
Mom, what can we do after this?
Want to go on a tour?
Sick. A tour sounds good. Cereal time collect. Cereal video play over. Trump roll.
Finally back out in our yard, but so are they.
Okay, that's one. Put it over there. Get another bowl. scoop this on each individual dish. Let's get a spoon. You're getting the spoon without slots. Okay, and there you have it. A total of 15 minutes. And you have beautiful shrimp marinara. Now you could put whatever you like on here. If you want Parmesan. Let me just move that and show you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Shrimp marinara. There it is, 15 minutes. Bon appetit.